Welcome to PWCI this week. I am the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter, and we are opening with Guy Smith versus Casey Jackson. We only have a half an hour of TV time per week on public access, UPTV 6, and Access 4 Springfield, so we had to cram it in here to get a couple of matches in. The matches that, this is from Wrestling the Cure 2017, as we count down to this weekend's Wrestling for Cure at the Illinois State Fairgrounds on July the 7th in Springfield. Matches ran long last year, so we had to shoehorn this match and the next one into this half hour of TV time, so here we go. Casey Jackson, before the bell rang, offered his handshake, and Guy Smith slapped it away. So, anyway, and here's KC mocking Guy Smith's warm-ups, as Guy Smith is known for stalling at the beginning of a matchup. So both men circling each other, ready to lock up. Here we go. Well, these two men have no love lost for each other. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Two men are shoving each other. Casey Jackson, the former PWA Regional Heavyweight Champion. Guy Smith, the current CIPW Heavyweight Champion. We don't know the future of CIPW at this point. They are going to have their next event at Unfair Games in Verdon, Illinois at the Verdon Picnic, Friday and Saturday, first weekend of August, we believe. When that date gets a little closer, we'll sure to lock it down with a little bit more details, but oh, a knee to the gut. And Guy Smith clubs down Casey Jackson. By the way, Casey Jackson did lose the title to Jake Lander. Jake Lander, currently a double champion with the Proving Ground Pro Cutting Edge title and the Pinfall Wrestling Association Regional Heavyweight title. Guy Smith right now is also one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions with Spencer Powers. It's Guy Smith, a double champ himself, and Guy Smith going to roll the outside. This was at South Fork High School last year in Kincaid, Illinois. This year will be at the Illinois State Fairgrounds, hopefully with air conditioning, because it was hot in here last year. Current lineup for Wrestling for the Cure that's been announced. Derek Moss, who we'll see in the next segment, will be wrestling Mac Daddy Duds Matt Winters. Where did he come up with that goofy name? Mac Daddy Duds. What's the unpredictable Matt Winters is who it is. Also, a six-way, basically a Sinister Six match for the Cruiserweight. A Cruiserweight challenge. Roscoe returns to Springfield from Texas to take on Oliver Kane, Cardini, Jake Lander, Jordan Perry, and a player to be named later. We have no idea who number 6 in the match is. They have not announced it. Harley will be taking on the female member of the Bomb Shelter, Randy West. Also an 8-man tag, the Gentleman's Club with Bradley Stevens, Playboy Floyd captaining the team to take on War and Chaos. Guy Smith stalling like crazy. Where is he going? Complaining about the lack of respect. Well, KC not gonna let him leave. going on the offensive. Pounds him down, throws him back in the ring. Casey Jackson gonna send him for the ride and a drop kick. And a cover. 1, 2. It's also another bit of a controversy with Guy Smith. A photo showed up on Facebook where he and Spencer Powers stuffed IJ Sweet into the back of their trunk and drove off from Robin Roberts Stadium a couple of weeks ago. This after they lost a 6-man tag to IJ Sweet, Harley, and Johnny Kincaid. Of course, it was Attitude Inc.'s partner, Dan Liplock, that got pinned. They lost the match. They took out the frustrations on Dan Liplock. Then they ran off with IJ Sweet during the Battle Royal late in the night. Guy Smith actually forfeited a chance to win a regional heavyweight title shot against Jake Lander. As Casey Jackson elbows Smith and runs into an elbow. There will also be the Dusty Cameron Memorial Battle Royal. 20 people will be in that match. It's Wrestling for the Cure Season 2. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Show starts at 6 p.m. All tickets are, well, I can't give you ticket prices because that would violate standards and practices for public access TV. But regardless, absolutely all money raised from donations, ticket sales, product sales, concessions, silent auctions, merchandise sales will be donated directly to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospitals. You can get your tickets at any Marine Bank location, and there's a cover. Boy, I heard that referee says 2, but I guess he just I was looking at that ref. It looked like he counted 3 there, but no, he
said he was better than the best.
I guess he started at 0. Anyway. Oh, an elbow to the face.
Come on, you said you're
I
better than the best.
I imagine these 2 men will be involved in Wrestling for a Cure. I just don't know what capacity they will be. They have not announced every match on the lineup, just 5 of the matches. So that may be a show day decision. Well, this weekend, yes, Dynamo Pro Wrestling will be going to a loading dock on July the 6th in Grafton, Illinois. United Wrestling Coalition will be running an event at the Homer Opera House on July the 7th as well in Homer. Of course, Wrestling for a Cure in Springfield at the Illinois Building at the Fairgrounds on the 7th.
Back to school. It's only July.
Guy Smith only gets 2 out of that. Following weekend, St. Louis Anarchy goes to the American Legion Hall on July the 13th. July 13th is the return of St. Louis Anarchy after the closure of the National Wrestling League, of which Anarchy was the St. Louis affiliate and was purchased, but NWL closed up and Pierre Abernathy brought back St. Louis Anarchy. And Casey gets the feet up. Kick to the gut, knee lift. Casey Jackson trips him up. And a leg drop and a cover. 1, 2 count. Mid-Missouri Wrestling Alliance at the South Broadway Flag Club on the 14th. World Wrestling Entertainment comes to St. Louis on July 21st at the Chaffetz Arena. July 22nd, WWE comes to Springfield, Illinois. That's Sunday at the Bank of Springfield Center as Casey Jackson has the ankle lock on Guy Smith. And Guy Smith, oh, he couldn't hold. He grabbed the ropes, but Casey pulled him away. Guy Smith didn't get a good hold of that rope. Guy Smith thinking about tapping out. Also, Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling. I don't know how they're going to do against head-to-head competition with WWE, but they're running July the 21st in East Cardell at the Community Center as Casey Jackson gets pulled into the turnbuckle as Guy Smith climbs out of the ring. Floyd Pro Wrestling will be going to Wild Country. 17 Gateway Drive. Collinsville, Illinois, 3 p.m. start. Belly to belly. Slam only gets a 2 count. Oh my goodness. Well, that's the next 3 weeks. It is a light schedule. Not a lot of shows are running during the month of July due because it's one of the hottest months of the year. But oh, good grief, June's been pretty hot so far. Well, we're in July, of course, but June was pretty hot, and it sucks to be without air conditioning. So many AC units fail. Guy Smith going for the belly-to-belly again. Casey Jackson, angle slam! Guy Smith gets back on his feet. Casey gonna give it to him again! Cover! And that is it. Casey Jackson wins this match. Just over 11 minutes.
I don't believe it.
Kind of a, well, I shouldn't call it a mild upset because Casey Jackson has had one many a times. 11 minutes, 35 seconds. All it took to win the match. And now, after refusing Casey's handshake earlier, right before the match, he's going to offer his handshake. Well, the audience says not to do it. Alright, well, we got a handshake here. And Casey gonna give him another angle slam. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. Saturday night, July 7th, wrestlers come together for Wrestling for a Cure to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It all happens at the Illinois State Fairgrounds at 801 East Sangamon Avenue in Springfield, featuring a 6-way cruiserweight match, a women's match, tag team and heavyweight matches, plus a battle royal. There will also be silent actions and special challenges. For ticket stops and to make donations to St. Jude's, visit them on Facebook at Wrestling for a Cure 17 and come join us July 7th. Alright, second match on our show will be Derek Moss, the young thriller, taking on the Victor Analog. And at this time, Analog attacks Derek Moss. Just a note that Derek Moss at this point was the PWA Regional Heavyweight Champion. Of course, he does not have that title. He won it in May of 2017 from Casey Jackson. Lost it back to him. And now, Analog has the championship belt. I do want to note that Analog did secure.
You wish you were champion.
He did secure a regional heavyweight title shot against Jake Lander back at Take Me Out to the Brawl game at the Springfield Sliders a few weeks ago, but Analog.
Oh, get her out of there. Give him room, people.
Yeah, this is what I hate about wrestlers going in the crowd is all the people have to get out of the way, and they don't always figure out they need to get out of the way. Especially the kids think they're invincible, and sometimes we have to have somebody grab them. Adults kind of get a hold of them and protect them until the danger is past. And Analog is pounding away on Derek Moss here on the gym floor of South Fork High School, and into a chair. Well, that spot on the wall was padded, but he aimed for the chair. And get this back in the ring, and there's a post. Mossy gets thrown into the post. Victor Analog, proud of himself.
Wants to make a statement.
Derek Moss will be taking on Matt Winters at Wrestling for a Cure Season 2. That's this Saturday, July the 7th. On an Independence Day week. Now he finally gets back in, and maybe this match will really get started, but Moss is hurt. And by the way, he's already wrestled one match tonight. Teamed up with Darian Frost earlier against the Carnival. They won that match, of course. And Moss with an arm drag. And another arm drag. And Victor Analog goes to the apron. Derek Moss standing there. Oh, he tried the shoulder block. Moss back in. Moss just stepped back. Analog fires a shot.
Oh boy.
Mossy returns fire. Both men slugging it out. Analog down to one knee. And Moss ready to charge. Oh, kick to the gut. And Analog DDT on the apron. And Analog dumps Mossy to the floor. So it's a six-man cruiserweight match. Roscoe, Oliver Kane, Cardini, Jake Lander, Jordan Perry, and a player to be named. Harley to take on Randy West in a women's match. The eight-man tag, the Gentleman's Club, Bradley Stevens, Preboy Floyd versus War and Chaos. Dusty Cameron Memorial Battle Royal, and other matches to be named. Maybe at Showtime. Wait a minute. Here comes Analog. Analog! Suicide dive, and the crowd has to get out of the way. My goodness. Now, Analog is only had about a year or two in the ring so far, but he's wiping himself off with somebody's towel or t-shirt or something. Doors are open at 5. Show starts at 6. And look at this. Victor Analog wiping himself off with Mossy's shirt. Yeah, it's hot in here, but good grief. Mossy back in. And Victor Analog, a 1-foot cover is not going to beat Derek Moss. So that's at the Illinois Building at State Fairgrounds. Illinois State Fairgrounds. All money raised from donations, ticket sales, product sales, concessions, silent auctions, and merch We donate directly to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospitals. They're looking for a fundraising goal of $20,000. They've been holding fundraiser stops all over the state of Illinois and some other parts of the country, I believe. And a kick to the gut from Analog. As I stated earlier, that's not all that's running this weekend. Dynamo Pro Wrestling on Friday night at the Loading Dock in Grafton, July the 6th. Night Wrestling Coalition is running at the Homer Opera House on the 7th in Homer, Illinois. Of course, Wrestling for a Cure on the 7th. That's this weekend. Not a lot going on in the month of July as a lot of promotions are choosing not to run shows in this hot weather as Analog with a sliding elbow into the chest of Derek Moss.
Oh, he's the Barry Horowitz of PWA.
A lot of people make comparisons, Victor Analog to Weird Al Yankovic, based on his appearance. As Weird Al Yankovic.
Come on, Barry Horowitz.
Weird Al Yankovic had that movie called UHF, and of course, well, he says that he didn't draw any inspiration from that. He has that Weird Al look, and where's that a type of suit jacket that Weird Al would wear. Victor Analog in his rookie year lost the overwhelming majority of his matches, already in double-digit losses in Pinfall Wrestling Association before he finally started to get a few wins put together.
Uh-oh.
Mossy caught him, suplex him into the bottom turnbuckle, and Analog is down. And Derek Moss has to recover here as the referee laying in the count. Facebook page for Wrestling for a Cure is Wrestling for a Cure 17. That is the screen name for the charity Facebook page. As Analog struggles to get back to his feet. And a forearm shot to Mossy. And he just says, give it, bring it. Mossy says, bring it, and gets a boot to the face. Mossy just glares at him. Mossy is hulking up. He's doing him to him again. Spinning elbow gets blocked, and Mossy, hard forearm shots to the face of Victor Analog. Sends it for the ride, reversal, and a clothesline. And another clothesline from Moss, and a drop kick, and Victor goes down. And Mossy lines him up, charges, and a boot missed. And now, Analog with a boot to the head. Analog scoops him up, slams him down. Going for a sit out, but didn't get all of it. And Mossy, who played for the Ponies right here at South Fork High School about, 7, 8 years ago? About 8 years ago, he played for a team that went into the finals in the state of Illinois. One of their star players. And Moss! Oh, he's going for a neck breaker, but blasts him in the back of the head with that forearm shot, and only a 2 count.
Yes!
So Moss in his hometown of Kincaid, Illinois, at the high school that he attended, rallies the crowd here. Fires. Blocked. Analog Inverted atomic drop. And now, Analog with a lariat and a cover. Nonchalant cover. Mossy kicks out. Need to really put his full weight on him, hook the leg. But to no avail. Now, Analog taking his time. Nash just paintbrushing him with his boot. That's not smart because that will just make him mad. Shoves him. Oh, he eats a super kick. I warned you. Cover. 1, 2. Only a 2.
What he said.
Somebody's calling for the Brainbuster.
Good out.
Somebody else is saying go up. Looks like he's going to go up. Mossy to the top and intercepted. Analog. He's going to try and power slam him off the top. He got him off. And he's using the ropes. Feet were all across the bottom rope, but Mossy kicked out. Referee wouldn't have saw that if Moss didn't kick out. Well, Analog says he's done. Short up close, I missed. Mossy pick up. Go to sleep. Forearm shot to the back. And goes for a cover again. And a kick out too. Analog stays in it. They're calling for the Brainbuster again.
Yes, it's time. Kick. Oh no.
Analog breaks out of that. Kick. Takes the knees out. Roundhouse. Only grazed him. Now the old kick to the side of the head. And Analog running knee to the face. Cover. And only a 2 count. And Analog can't figure out how to put away Derek Moss. Of course, he doesn't have a lot of wins to his credit, so it's been a question of what can he do to get that victory and get across the finish line? Analog. Well, what's he thinking of doing here? Analog goes to the outside. I don't know what he's doing. He's giving up. Thinking of leaving, but now he's decided to pick up a chair instead. Couldn't put away Derek Moss. Thought about quitting. Gets a chair. If he uses it, it's going to be a disqualification. Oh, he missed! Forearm shot to the chin. Mossy with a super kick. Mossy! Brainbuster! Over! "14 minutes, 45 seconds. Derek Moss is victorious. As we count down to Wrestling for a Cure 2018 this Saturday. But until then, enjoy your Independence Day. Have a safe night, everybody.